All right, guys, hello and welcome to another cast of the Ris3n Competitive Clash. If you're at all confused, don't worry, I was too. We had a little bit of a rigmarole over was this match going to happen, was it not? Um, but all that aside, here we are, and let's not delay things any further than they already have been. Up in the top left-hand corner, the blue Zerg player, it is New Breed. And his opponent down in the bottom right-hand corner, the yellow Terran, it is EterNal. So once again, much like the previous matches, I'll put the bracket here in chat. This is a losers round match, meaning these guys are 2 series away from being in the money. You know, in a slot that pays out. Standing in their way is of course each other, and then the winner of this faces Steven. The winner of that match being guaranteed at least top 3. But we're pretty deep in this tournament at this point. We've seen a good amount of both these guys. New Breed taking out Lazy Titan in ZV2, who's a Terran of a similar caliber to EterNal just a few days ago. So we're gonna have to see how it or what EterNal brings to the table here, because New Breed certainly did not look like any slouch in that series. But we know EterNal, he definitely plays differently than the way that Lazy Titan plays. Typically more of a straightforward Marine Tank bio player. Now we have seen him, of course, mix in some cheeses now and again, but typically that's not like that's like a flavor mix-up thing for him, and not like something he does that often. I feel like, you know, in terms of like seeing like Hellbat, Marauder timings, stuff like that, even BC play, that's not really stuff we see from EterNal very often. I expect we're going to see a lot of the Reactor Hellion getting the Banshee, just safe play, because EterNal wants to play the mid-game. He wants to get his big mid-game armies, and that's how he likes to win games. Now, New Breed definitely has looked a little bit more versatile, at least in kind of the strategies we've seen him bring out. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, ooh. He gets the drone. Great play there by EterNal. Gets the pick on that drone. Oh, wait, I have to reset that in the bracket, my bad. But yeah, here we go. It's a Reactor Hellion play, followed by the Starport. I expect we're going to see what we see very, very often for EterNal, which is he's going to get the Viking and then the Banshee after that. There's the Roach Warren here from New Breed. It still might get scouted, though. Oh, the Queen! It's not in position. Meaning, boom, there he gets the scout on the Roach Warren. That's a good bit of info. And oh, no, he's not going to get out with the Reaper, is he? Oh, okay, actually grenading killed him. So rest in peace to that Reaper. But yeah, there's the double tack lab. And it's going to be a fast stim. It's going to be probably Viking into Banshee here for EterNal. And again, New Breed opted to take this front third instead of I think the third that you kind of want to take as Zerg, which is this guy. And I do think that this base is certainly a little bit more pushable. I mean, as long as these rocks are up, that could be a huge obstacle towards the Zerg player really getting as good of a surround. You can put tanks behind them. But it actually looks like New Breed, he sees that these Hellions have left and is going to counterattack with the Zerglings. And this is a really cool play. He's going to get in here. EterNal's going to have to pull them back right away. But there's a clock on this. The Hellions are on their way back, and actually they didn't go that far out, so he's going to get a few Marines, and I think that's about it. And if he clears this up with the Hellions, which looks like is what's going to happen, then the third CC is going to go down, and all in all, 2 SCVs. I think that's just fine here for EterNal, who now, with the wall off the tank, he can get out on the map with these Hellions, because he is safe at home from any further pressure. The Cloak is coming up. We didn't actually see the Viking. But the third CC well on the way, and New Breed is getting himself more links, but his economy is not tremendous right now. After losing those links with the counterattack, he's forced to remake them to ward away these Hellions. That means that He's sitting even on workers with a Terran who's going up to 3 bases. It's never exactly a great spot to be in, but EterNal's going to get in. He's going to see no drones at the 3rd base, and that's going to get him thinking a little bit. Let's see, where did the Spire go down? The Spire's in the main, so this Banshee might scout it right away. It does have Cloak. Does it see the Spire? It has not yet.
Our base is under attack.
He has not yet, so but this counterattack is going to get shut down by the tank. Ooh. Need to be careful here, EterNal. Once that Overseer finishes, you could be in a lot of trouble with all these queens right here. Looks like he's just going to target down workers. 7, 8... 8 workers going to go down. But again, he didn't... I'm pretty positive he didn't... Yeah, he didn't see the Spire. Which is really, really important. Okay, now he sees the Spire. I really like that he opts for that scan, just to see what the tech is. Meaning he's not going to get himself blindsided by Mutalisks. He's going to have the engineering base up, which will let him get his turrets in position. But here we go. EterNal's going to head into the natural now with these Banshees. He's going to start looking for damage, but New Breed's just going to zone him away. Oh, but here come the Hellions. Actually running up into the main. Not a terribly high drone count in the main for him to kill, but any damage is good damage. Actually, he kind of lines him up a little bit. He's going to get 9 workers in total while clearing out some of the links. That's a nice play there for EterNal. And now he's powering up to what he wants, which is 3 bases, well, soon to be 3 bases. A lot of Marine production, double upgrades. And he's still getting a little bit more harassment done with these Banshees. Just delaying a little bit more mining time. There's the 3rd base getting on location. Now, he really needs to spread out all these tanks. He doesn't need all of them here. Tanks are typically best when you cover a wide range of area, not one area really, really hard, generally. But these links are here. They're going to force EterNal to send these Marines down to get the defense up. And there are a few mutas on the field now. They're going to look for these guys, but they can just cloak if that's what happens. But EterNal's actually backing up. He's not landing that 3rd base yet. And I think that that's kind of a mistake here. I mean, New Breed's getting his 4th up. His drone count is at 60, and every second that goes by is good for him in terms of the respective mining. New Breed even going to get a few SCVs for himself here. Ooh, might catch the Banshees as well. Ooh, almost catches the Banshees. But now, yeah, he's going to be lurking for these transitioning units. Stim not yet done. I guess the big thing that's in EterNal's favor right now is this upgrade lead. His 1-1 almost finishing, while New Breed's is just starting up. Ooh, gets a Banshee and a turret there. I think he didn't lose a Muta. We'll lose the Overseer, though. And now, this is what EterNal wants. He wants to get his turrets up. He wants to have this base secured so he can actually do a little bit of pushing here. Oh, but New Breed... Oh, almost gets the medevac. EterNal on point, though. Isn't going to let him get it. Oh, he's going to go for the other one. Oh, I actually got the first one with the... Oh, he got 2. He got 2. But now EterNal's coming across the map. There's a lot of Marines. Bane speed not done yet. Oh, I don't think this is a fight New Breed can take. He absolutely needs Baneling speed if he wants to deal with this. And even if he gets there, once these tanks get sieged up, he's going to be really, really struggling, I feel like, to take a good fight. He's going to try and go in on everything here, but the Marines are everywhere. They're zoning away the mutas. The Banelings just kind of run into a tank. And all of this bio is really, really low, but, I mean, this base is certainly going to die. Actually, the mutas on the far side picking off all the tanks. This army's so close to death here for EterNal. I think he needs to get this base and get out, or he's going to lose his entire army as soon as these Banelings finish. But I think it's just gotten too much done here. Oh, he actually wiped the mutas too. Oh, yeah. He is miles ahead here, especially he's going to secure his retreat. New breed, I don't think, can really chase him off creep. I'm not exactly sure where these Marines are going, but actually here he comes. Eternal's going to kind of try and split back into this, though. Where is his army? He's got a huge army. Where is it? Is Banshee just clearing things up? Okay, here it is. Okay, it's in these, and that's where these Marines are going, actually. Kind of derping around, but they're actually going to clear out these Lings. The drop is going to go into the main, who he could get +2. That'd be a big deal, as that would further cement his lead going later into this game, as New Breed needs those upgrades to kind of hang in there. Oh, but he's coming for this base as well. Eternal all over the place here in game number 1. Dropping on Banelings, not the best idea, but behind that he picks off that base as well. Here we go. Huge force here for Eternal coming across the map. It's going to try and take out this base. There's a counterattack coming here for New Breed. He's going to lock down or at least delay the 4th from landing here for Eternal, but actually Eternal's bringing everything home to deal with this. I don't think that that's necessary. But he is going to pick off some reinforcements. That's nice. So I feel like... Oh, he's already got another 4th up going as well, too. So base is absolutely everywhere. And once this 2-2 finishes... I mean, the upgrade lead is tremendous. Does he have combat shields? It's kind of hard to tell on these. Yeah, he does. Okay. More Banelings on the way for New Breed. But again, this is all gas that he wants to be spending towards that hive tech he's going for. And he just can't right now. I mean, there's too much on the field for Eternal. His very best hope here, I feel like, is to trade armies. But that's even going to be a dicey prospect as everything is getting cut off. At least the first half of the army just gets shredded here. He's going to spend like half his Banelings taking out the reinforcements, and now there's a minefield. That minefield going to wipe the mutas. And he gets good Baneling hits, but he just doesn't get good enough Baneling hits. As now, Eternal's going to rampage into the natural. There's nothing here to stop him. As a New Breed hanging in there, he knows the importance of this match, and he doesn't want to tap out too easily, but I just don't see a path to victory here for him. Kind of an interesting transition into mines here for Eternal. So here we go. This base is going to go down as well. Scanning up, he knows there's nothing behind that. Tell you what. Oh, let's introduce our players here first. Up in the top right-hand corner, the yellow Terran player, it is Eternal. And down in the bottom left-hand corner, the red Zerg, it is New Breed. There's really, no matter who wins this series, at least for me, it's really hard to not be excited about this. Because the winner of this, as I said, okay, well, that's a 12 pool. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. The winner of this series goes on to face Steven, a monstrous Zerg player. And for New Breed, that would be a rematch. They faced each other in the winner's bracket. Steven's actually the guy that sent him down to the loser's bracket, defeating him 3-2 in that ZVZ. But if it's Eternal, I mean, Eternal and Steven are like the destined people. They hit each other in every tournament. They've played each other multiple times in RSL. They played each other in the last Masters competitive team tournament that I did around this time last year. And it just kind of seems as though fate draws those two players together. But in the here and now, this is going to get interesting. Now, I was about to say, typically Eternal does SCV scout after barracks. Okay, and he is. He's just sending this guy. Okay. Because I was going to say, this guy's queued up. It doesn't look like he's going to. But this is going to be a big deal. This 12 pool obviously represents a huge investment here for New Breed, even though he's getting the hatch behind this. And when this SCV sees that that's what this is, the Reaper's going to stay at home. That's going to make this a lot more manageable here for EterNal. Who, I mean, the goal here is to cancel the CC. But if the Reaper stays at home and you micro it well, then you don't have to cancel the CC. Yeah, he's going to go up. He's going to see the timing on the the hatchery, as well as, well,
Hitting our SCVs.
the fact that the pool's done. And here we go. Reaper at home makes this kind of get shut down pretty hard. I feel like a few SCVs are going to be pooled, but I don't think he's going to have the damage to get this killed before he starts rebuilding it. He needs to attack with the SCVs. It's going to be close. Oh, it's going to be close, but... Oh, Turtle! Turtle, what are you doing? Get over there! Get over there! What are you doing? Oh, certainly not the best crisis management I've seen from EterNal ever. As he actually somehow almost loses that CC still. But he did enough. He did enough. And behind this, he's going to have the Reactor Hellion rolling in pretty soon here. As here we go. Factory going to be switching over shortly. Lair on the way. We're going to have to check the gas count here of New Breed, because the follow-up here on 2-base Lair, right? I think we're rapidly approaching the point where it's like no longer worth it here for New Breed to take a third. In fact, we're past that point. We're going to have to take a look at his gas count, because this could be a Nidus follow-up, or it could be a Muta follow-up. I'm inclined to think he would want to go Muta. There's the second gas. We have to see if he grabs another one or two here. As EterNal here, he's getting up his 1/1/1. There's the Roach Warren. Okay, so it's going to be a Roach Nidus. We already see the spots where he's going to be looking to Nidus here with these Overlords. But with the scan going down, he still might think it's Mutaplay. There's the Infestation Pit as well. Okay, so it's going to be... Okay, it's going to be Swarm Hosts. But this is a really smart play. The Viking, right? You need vision, obviously, to drop on Nidus, and you're relying largely on these Overlords to get you the vision that you need. And if he just sprays down every Overlord on his half of the map, that makes getting vision a whole lot harder there for New Breed, who is still not quite ready to get up into this harassment. This Overlord's going to finish, and he's going to, looks like, get 3 Swarm Hosts to start. But these Hellions, if they get into the natural, not only are they going to scout everything, but they might just go full-on barbecue. He scans the main again. There's still nothing there. Oh, there, he scans the natural. Okay. So he knows exactly what it is, and I think he should, at this point, get aggressive with the Hellions. I guess there's a wall off. That's really good. But there's the Nidus. It's going to be in the natural. Oh, he thinks it's over here. It's not, though. It's in his natural. And actually, at this point, he wants those Hellions back at home. They're not going to be there. That means that there is a window here for New Breed to get some damage done with these Swarm Hosts. Oh, he's actually pulling SCVs, but no, you don't want them fighting Locusts. A few of them looks like will go down, but a good pull. 3 in total. And then the second Nidus is going to be over here. A Banshee coming out, though. That's going to allow him to start to pick off these worms. I guess just a maneuverability Nidus there. Oh, but I really like this. Like I said, whenever you have the opportunity to spread creep on your opponent's half of the map, like, you might as well do it. Another scan goes down. He's going to see this coming, but again, he can load Queens up in here to try and defend this. Oh, we don't want to bleed out Swarm Hosts, and he won't. Okay, he's going to send out the Queens. There is no cloak, I don't believe, so... This Banshee still wins that 1v1. Oh, but he's got to play the delay game here. Again, these locusts will time out, so you don't really want to fight them. It looks like they're going to time out with very little damage done. These two banshees going to clear out this dinosaur. Behind this, New Breed is getting a third. He is getting +1 weapons. He is getting a Baneling Nest and Hydra, so he's starting to prepare himself for some amount of a normal game, but a lot of money has gone into this harassment that I feel like hasn't gotten a lot done. And there's going to be a BC behind this as well. I feel like it's pretty late for a BC. So many scans going down here for EterNal. I do like that he's not afraid to use those scans to get information, especially if he feels he's ahead, but at this point, that's been a lot of them, man. No third CC yet on the way. More barracks. Oh, there's the third CC. If he shows that Viking, I really think he wants to pick that off. Oh, this is really dangerous. Moving these swarm hosts out on the map with no worm necessarily there. If they run into those banshees, they are just dead. So here we go. Eternal's going to pick off another queen. How many queens are there? 4. There's 4 queens, and there's 2 banshees, and about to be a teleporting in BC. I mean, this third base is as good as dead. He's going to drop a wave of locusts to cancel the third, but I don't think Eternal really minds. Where's the BC? He's got to be bringing it in soon. Where's the BC? Send in the BC, man. Whoa, whoa, here's a huge wave of locusts. So 3 tanks. This is the damage he was looking for. 3 tanks and a ton of workers going to go down. 22. And behind this, where is that BC? Okay, the BC's in the main. Okay, sorry, I missed it. The BC's in the main. It's gotten 8 workers done. And, yeah, I mean, there's 2 queens here. They are going to die. And now New Breed desperately making queens, but there's still a decent ways off. He can just fight this Spore Crawler. And then there's nothing here to defend. And that's going to mean he can just start plowing through the drone count. But he's being forced, Eternal is, onto 1 base here. Eternal's building up quite an army, but I'm not sure that's a very hopeful Nidus. Oh, but behind this, just so much damage. So much damage. These guys really bloodying each other's noses here in game number 2. He's going to get this queen as well, but if he stays under the Spore, he might lose the BC. It does have teleport. He needs to use it right now. It goes down. Okay, that's a big deal. He doesn't want to lose that BC, but here we go. Is there stim? There's no stim. Okay, so he should just be able to run away with these swarm hosts. But again, there's enough Marines to just kind of kill the locusts. But Eternal needs to A, not let the CC burn down, and B, start reestablishing bases for himself. If he just lets New Breed give him the runaround with swarm hosts all day, he's going to be in a lot of trouble even with the amount of damage he's gotten done. And New Breed just rotating around here. Another wave of swarm hosts. Okay, he is repairing that. But the problem is here, right? This is good damage, but Eternal, I think, has kind of... I think he's, like, set himself up fine defensively. And, like, it's so hard to be defensive with swarm hosts against maneuverable units like Marines, right? Like, what do you do to stop this third from just dying? I don't think anything. He's going to send a wave out, but I think Eternal's just going to kill that third and back off. He doesn't need to fight the... Or he's actually just going to stim in. He can get the upgrades here, certainly. No ground weapons or no ground armor. No ground weapons either. Well, actually, not yet. Actually, here come the Lings and the Locusts. He should have enough with all of this to clear it out. It costs him a lot, but he does clear it up. Behind this, the BC, once again getting teleported, and it's getting more drones. This is such a weird and crazy game. These guys not giving each other an inch to breathe. But I do feel like Eternal's just whittled New Breed down, especially with this kind of late transition to BC, getting more queens. Like, New Breed is just not mining right now, and he's got no money. This Spore even gonna die. He's going to start targeting down the queen as well. It's going to die. And he's still got these swarm hosts. They're still getting a lot of work done, but this base should just be able to lift. And so can this one. And so, like, it seems like it's kind of like, delayed damage here for New Breed. Actually, here we go. He's going to get 6 workers. But this damage here is permanent. Boom. No more swarm hosts. He's going to get some hull damage done on this BC. I think it needs to get out of here. It has tactical jump. I think it needs to use it. Okay, it does. Not making the same mistake twice. That BC lives to fight another day. There's still 11 swarm hosts on the field. The big deal here is just the mining. I mean, he's going to come in here, but the BC's here. There's tanks, marines. He might get a barracks, but I mean, a barracks isn't what he needs to get. And at this point, right, these... Oh, kill it, Eternal. These Nidus worms start to become more and more and more of an investment considering the economy that New Breed's on. More so in the minerals than the gas even, but... Triple Orbital just allows Eternal to recover economically from these guys damaging each other so much faster. Now he's got Stim, Medivacs. It's going to allow him to kind of compete with the maneuverability that these Nidus worms provide. And what you see is what you got here for New Breed. He's going to send a huge wave here. It might clear out these Marines, but this base should just be able to lift up. Yeah. Actually, the Marine's not even going to get fully cleared out. I like that efficiency. Just let the BC handle it. He's going to go back in. There's no Hydras. There's no Lings. There's no Banes. The only way for him to defend this is with Swarm Hosts. And if he really goes for it, Eternal will just pick up and move into the main or attack in a different spot. He's even going to be able to clear out these spores. Actually, he's going to go right for the hatchery. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he's not going to go right for the hatchery. He's going to go right for like a little bit of everything. And now there's some Lings starting to try and clear this up, but the drones are getting in on the action. They're going to start to get cleared out, and all of his rallied units are just going down. Another huge wave of locusts, but... Oh, if this goes down... There's no coming back here for New Breed. I mean... He's just never going to even be able to make enough to deal with the BC alone, let alone Eternal's growing bio army. So the natural goes down. These overlords are dead as dead can be. It's the final Marine. He's going to harass this base until the BC comes, and it's like, no, this is how you harass. As this base, the final mining base, is going to get shut down. Again, lifting this, we're forcing a lift on this. CC is nice, but it's not nice enough. Even going to clear out a lot of these Lings here is Eternal. I mean, what, one Hydra? One Hydra will not beat a BC. So here comes the counterattack. That's going to get roundly shut down. GG is called as Eternal. Gets himself a 2-0 lead. This time it wouldn't shock me if we saw a little bit of proxy racks here from Eternal. But we'll have to wait and see. In the bottom right-hand corner, the yellow Terran, it is the man, the myth, the legend, Eternal. And his opponent down 2-0 at the moment. The red Zerg player, it's New Breed. Here we go. Are you going to do it, Eternal? Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Maybe? No. No, you're not going to do it. Cause nah, it's not worth it, you know? You just took 2 games. No need to do the proxy build, even though it would be very interesting. And a much more regular opening here from New Breed. None of that 12 pool shenanigans. It's just going to be a hatch expand here for him. And again, for those of you in chat, Kyojin, I think you just joined us. Remember, this is the loser's bracket here of this tournament. That tournament. Meaning the winner of this match goes on to face Steven, which means outside of the RSL, we get another Steven Eternal potentially. These guys just can't avoid each other. They just can't. You know, their fate has drawn them together so that Steven can get some free wins. Yeah, Golden Wall, a very, very strange map. I feel like it's one of those I was talking to Renegade about that when it came out, everybody was like, nah, too weird, I hate it. But like now, as these things typically happen, you know, it gets figured out a little bit more. You find out that like, yes, it's unconventional, but it's a playable map. It's not, you know, the most out there thing of all time. And there's actually some pretty cool and creative strategies that you can do on maps like this. Obviously, this gold base being a tool that you can use. Where is my water bottle? There it is, which is good because I have a scratch in my throat right now. That helped immensely. Remember to stay hydrated, boys. But again, Eternal opting for the if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? He's going to go with the same opening it looks like that we saw him do in the previous two games, which is often a good strategy, right? If you're in a best of 5 right at this point, New Breed has to not beat him. He has to beat him 3 times in a row. At least it's important. Yeah, you know. I take interest in games, you know, any day of the week. Any day of the week. Though I do miss the old carrier, even though they weren't particularly interesting because we got to win a lot more PVC. But that's a subject for another day. As it looks like Eternal, gonna get a full scout here. Even gonna get a drone for himself. Oh, he might get 2 if he can get down into the natural. Nope, just gonna get on out of there, which is fine. Has he seen the gold base yet? Yeah, he's seen the gold base, so he is aware of the plan. Pretty quick 1-1 here from New Breed, which I like that. I like that an awful lot. But yeah, there's the Viking. And if we see him swap these two and get a Banshee, it's going to be the most Eternal build of all time. Let's see. Are you going to do it or are you going to get fast stim? What are you going to do, Eternal? Make up your mind, man. Yep, he's doing it. Most Eternal build of all time. Quick 4th base coming up here for New Breed as well. As Eternal's going to run in here, and he knows, oh, he knows that New Breed wants to get drones onto this high-value base, but he's going to pick off 5 of them right off the bat. That's such a huge pick there. There's Lings coming out now, but they don't have speed yet. He doesn't have speed yet. Oh, no. Really, really cool move there with the Evo Chamber, using that to block, but a cool move isn't enough. It doesn't make up for the fact that he doesn't have units. So many drones go down. 14 drones. Oh, and counting. He's going to lose these 4 as well, I bet. 17. 17 drones go down. An absolutely gutting move there by Eternal, who, look at that money. In that entire move, his macro didn't slip one little bit. The mark of a good player. Not only can they do you in with their harassment, but they can also have the macro behind it to keep the production up. 8 more drones on the production tab, because New Breed, he needs drones, but he kind of also needs units. I really like that he's getting a lot of workers here on to... Oh, don't let him in, don't let him in. Okay, so he's going to get clear out the Hellions for 1 more drone. Yeah, but this is just going to be... I mean, at this point, if New Breed wants to win this game, he's going to have to claw his way to the hyper late game, I feel like, to have a shot. That's really his only option here. It's 1-1. Just all the production that a Terran could ever want on the way here. EterNal not skipping a beat on the macro, as I mentioned, and you know, that really quick 1-1 was good for New Breed, but that Banshee's gonna get zoned away. But like that 1-1 is really nice because if you have a good economy, right, you can get up into a quick 2-2. And that's always nice, but he just doesn't have the money, man. He's trying, right? He's getting Bane speed as that's necessary. He's getting +1 attack, but this is a build where you want, you know, fast 2-2 lings. And that's kind of the strength of it. And he's just not going to be able to get there because of how much damage done those Hellions got. I really like building the wall. Not enough Terrans. Even throwing down the 4th. EterNal, I feel like kind of flexing his macro bicep right now. Just being like, okay, I know I'm set to win this game. I'm just going to do everything right. I'm going to hit my upgrade timings. I'm going to expand constantly. And while that does leave New Breed with a little bit of space to breathe, it also means that EterNal is poised for a mid game that I'm not sure New Breed is going to be prepared for. Burrow coming up. I like that. He's very Baneling heavy. And I mean, if anything can turn this game around, it's Baneling Mines. But again, this wall is up. He can't go that direction. Trying to go in this way, he's going to run into 2 tanks. He can beat this army, but not cost efficiently. And if this goes into the main where there's nothing here to deal with it, he could get upgrade sniped. He could just be in an absolute world of trouble. And here we go. There's EterNal, even getting some advanced vision there to let his tanks get more shots off. And again, right, New Breed technically wins this fight, but he doesn't win it hard enough. And he's not even going to win it. These Marauders with the Medax going to clear everything out. While in the main base, I mean, there's 44 more lings on the way, but these Marines are here now. He's going to have a lot of time to get some damage done. Might even be able to get the spawning pool if he wants it. Needs to pick what he wants. It's going to be the pool he goes after. Turtle, kill the pool. A turtle. Okay, cool. He kills the pool. Oh, and he's going to get out of town. Loses 2 Marines for that harassment. Actually, New Breed's probably going to be getting ready to defend back here, but EterNal's actually going to loop around and go back into the main. Might even be able to get +2 armor. That'd be a big pick. Oh. Actually, don't think he needed to get zoned away there. He could have stemmed onto those queens before all these lings show up. But New Breed being forced to remake the spawning pool, that's never good. And again, this is kind of one of the double-edged sword points of this golden base. Obviously, it does provide you with fast access to some solid income with less drones, but it also mines out really fast, as we see that 3rd base almost down. Out of money. Oh, needs to be careful. As even still, the tank set up there. So here we go. He's scanning, clearing out that creep. He's got the mines ready. He has drilling claws as well. The Banelings finish up, but now EterNal, great splitting. He's even got Marauders here to absorb some of those shots. New Breed's set up to come in from every angle, but this is going to be a tough hold here for him. Here we go. The Mines Burrow. These Banelings, there's actually a ton of Banelings. They are going to crash into everything, but a lot of them even... Oh, need to be careful there. Okay, okay, there you go. He's getting an Overseer now, though. Yeah. 3-3 on the way here. Hive just starting, so once that finishes, it's going to be a huge window of opportunity here for EterNal, who sees this counterattack, and he's going to cut it off, kill every single Zergling. And now, right, it's 84 army supply to 22. New Breed is hanging on by the the barest thread of a thread here. As Widowmine's even going to run into this base as well. Kill more drones. Yeah. And this is just a constant annoyance here. The creep is gone. He scans, he sees the burrowed Bane mines. Those are not going to work. Oh, that mine shot even taking out a good portion of them. These queens getting cleared out as well. EterNal is maxed behind this. He's taking the entire map, looking absolutely like a force of nature here in this series, as we're about to see him close out and get the rematch with the man that haunts his dreams in the next round of the losers bracket. Yeah, not good enough. Those banelings, not enough of them. This gold base gonna get taken out. Long distance mining for a counterattack right now is New Breed, but he can't counterattack. He's down almost 100 army supply. You need that army to have any hope of defending, which, yeah. EterNal looking absolutely forceful here. Gonna stim up, just clear out all these bases. Technically the main base almost open for counterattack, but yeah, I mean, New Breed doesn't want to tap out. Again, this is his tournament life on the line. He's shown some very impressive play in this tournament, but it looks like the man to stop him in his tracks is the man that's been taking out a lot of people in this tournament. It's going to be EterNal. We know he's got the skills to pay the bills. It's New Breed. Doing everything he can. Oh, even drives that into that. Yeah, Baneling's actually... Nah, not even. EterNal not taking his foot off the gas pedal even one bit. No complacency, still splitting. And now, I mean, this Marauder killing that. While in the main base, the Hive is going down. And EterNal is going to complete the 3-0 sweep here in this match and move himself on to the next round. Thank you, everybody that's watching. I know I got a few followers here. I really appreciate that. So stay tuned. We're going to have more StarCraft coming up. Stay tuned to Renegade as well. I think he might be casting Swarm and Kilimanjaro later. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day.